Welcome to this Dynamics 365 mini workshop hosted by Associate Solutions and narrated by Helen Jones. Today we will take a brief look at the history behind Microsoft Dynamics products. I think most of us are familiar with Microsoft's Office products like Word and Excel. The Dynamics family is Microsoft's offering of ERP and CRM products. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning and is used for the financial accounting needs of companies, as well as other business activities. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management and is used for the tracking of sales leads, opportunities, and sale win-losses, as well as many other customer-related activities. Let me begin this workshop by heavily caveating most all of the information here. Microsoft is changing this product line on almost a weekly basis and has already hinted at a major reorganization. So over time, this information may become obsolete. We will do our best to keep it updated and accurate, but just know that we fully expect this product to be changing at the time of this recording, January 2018. Here's a listing of the 5 products in Microsoft Dynamics family. Great Plains, or Dynamics GP, was created in 1981 by the Great Plains Company and has been a leading ERP product in the United States. Solomon, or Dynamics SL, was created in 1984 and purchased by the Great Plains Company in 1999. Navision, or NAV, was developed in Denmark in 1995 and has largely had success in European countries. Exapta, or AX, was also Danish developed in 1998 and merged with the Navision ownership in 2000. Dynamics CRM was developed by Microsoft in 2003. In 2000, Microsoft acquired the Great Plains Company, so now they own both GP and SL. The Denmark company that owned both NAV and AX was acquired by Microsoft in 2002. So far, all of these products have had to live on an on-premise server, and the only way to access any of these solutions remotely was by RDP, VPN, or a screen sharing solution. In 2013, Microsoft made some radical changes. They finally began to see that the future of computing would be in the cloud, so they created web clients for their products. SL's was called the Business Portal and worked a little more like a SharePoint site. CRM offered the first Dynamics product that lived on a Microsoft Azure server called Azure, and it was called CRM Online. The problem was that the web clients were only compatible with Microsoft browsers with an add-in called Silverlight. iOS devices could not utilize the web clients. So in 2016, Microsoft made the web clients browser and device agnostic, giving us the ability to access our data from anywhere. But the problem was that these now legacy products were never really created to live in the cloud, and Microsoft really wanted to move as many products to their Azure servers as possible. So they developed a family of new products called Dynamics 365. These products were born in the cloud, meaning that they were created to work over an internet connection, to work through any browser, on any device, anywhere, at any time. The internal framework of NAV became the foundation of Dynamics 365 for Financials Business Edition, Dynamics 365 for Operations. The Enterprise Edition was based on the AX code set, and CRM Online was rebranded as Dynamics 365 for Sales. A new product line was born. It was announced in July 2016 and was made generally available in November 2016. Now, one of the confusing things about Dynamics 365 is trying to do research on it. If you simply attempt a search for Dynamics 365, you get over 22 million search results. Now, most of these results, especially the first few pages, are most likely going to be for Dynamics 365 for Sales, Microsoft's new CRM offering. The reason for this is that the product, actually a sub-product within the Dynamics 365 product line, has been out there and marketed for a lot longer time than the others, so it gets a better search ranking. But what that means for you is that you must be careful about what you are reading about as you're researching. Is it the CRM product that you're reading about? Is it the business edition? Or is it operations? These are things that you have to know, or else you could be gathering information and making assumptions about a product different than what you thought you were. I run into this time and time again with our clients. So just be really careful and pay close attention to what you're reading about. Each of these products play very different roles and are targeted to very different needs. If you need help deciphering all the information that is out there about these products, of course we're happy to help. But my bigger hope is that this video will give you some insight around these products and whether or not they meet your needs. As you can see here, this is the Microsoft Dynamics 365 family that has the operations, financials, talent, and we'll talk more about these different ones in later videos. So I just want you to realize that there is, when you talk about Dynamics 365, it really refers to a number of products, not just one single product. Now, remember from before that we said that the Enterprise Edition was built off of Exapta, or AX. So this edition was built for large companies that have over, say, 250 employees, lots and lots of transactions per day, and more complex needs. Microsoft has spent more resources building this edition out further than the Business Edition. As you can see here, the Business Edition only has financials. If you are a small business looking for a simple ERP system that can handle your GL, AP, AR, and inventory, which Business Edition is perfect for, how it might be sometimes difficult to make sure that that is the product that you are researching. My whole point here is that you need to be very careful what it is that you're getting information about, because you could think that you were looking for this when maybe you were finding one of these other ones. So you just need to be really careful that, and they're changing the names. I think that the name for financials and operations has actually changed, I want to say 3 times since the general availability release in November of last year, so, or in 2016. So with the names changing and everything falling under the umbrella of Dynamics 365, it can get really confusing. Now, as far as licensing goes for these applications, full users can have access depending on the role that they are assigned and permissions that they are given. A single user can have a license for more than one application. This is managed through the Office 365 admin portal by the administrator, as well as through the permissions and roles assigned in the application itself. A team member is similar to a light user in previous systems. These users can typically run reports, do inquiries, enter requisitions, time and expenses, all depending on the permissions that they're assigned. So we keep talking about apps or applications. You can find access to all of your Dynamics 365 applications, whichever ones that you've actually purchased in operations or sales or marketing, through your Office 365 admin portal, as you can see here at the top. You don't have to have an Office 365 subscription plan in order to access this. This portal houses all plans and applications that you have paid for or have access to. In this case, I have access to 3 apps here. The Dynamics 365 app obviously takes me to my D365 application. The Store app will take me to the Microsoft AppSource, where I can add additional apps to my portal. Most of them you have to pay for. So here's this AppSource. It's very similar to like any other app store, like your Google Play Store or the iPhone AppSource. It's just like all of those other ones, except for this one is obviously particularly for Microsoft. So, and then the third app here that we have is, it will take me back to the admin center where I can perform a variety of administrative tasks. Now, just so you know, in talking about these apps that are in your when you log in, when you purchase the business edition of Financials and possibly some of the others, I'm not sure, there are two other apps that you will get for free. One is the Power Apps and the other is called Flow. We will not be reviewing those apps in this workshop, but don't be surprised if they show up in your Office portal, so just so you know. Now, there are many applications that are automatically tightly integrated with the Dynamics 365 if you have licensing to them. These can add a lot of functionality and make your workflow so much easier. Here we have Cortana, which is Microsoft's version of artificial intelligence similar to Siri, or Google has one as well. And then of course you have Outlook, your email. If you're using Outlook, it can integrate with your Dynamics 365 applications. Excel is very much integrated into the Dynamics 365 applications, as well as Adobe PDF and Power BI. These are all applications that integrate very easily. And the apps that you find in the AppSource or the App Store obviously will be developed to where they integrate tightly with your Dynamics 365 applications. So just so you know that those are there, and they're, like I said, very tightly integrated. So I hope you have found this brief mini workshop helpful. If you have any additional questions, please contact us at 913-384-9677 or email your question to sales@associates-solutions.com, and we'll be happy to help. Now, in the remaining sections of this mini workshop, you will find overviews of many of the apps that are in the Dynamics 365 family of products. Each section will have a link to a short video, all less than 5 minutes long, and then in resources for those sections, you'll also find at least one, if not two, additional resources in the form of a PDF that will give you additional information about that particular product. So make sure and look for those resources in those sections. So thanks for joining me in this exploration of Dynamics 365, and I'll see you next time.